Radio communication played vital roles in wartimes. A telegraph message could even decide the outcome of a war. During World War II on the Eastern Front, telegraph codes of the 8th Route Army often frustrated the enemy as they were constantly changing and hard to decipher. Later, people were surprised to learn that behind the watertight coding system was a British man. Michael Lindsay was born in an aristocratic family in succession to the barony from his father. He was a graduate of Oxford University and had been a radio enthusiast since childhood. Lindsay first came to China as a lecturer in a university in Beijing. After the Pacific War broke out, he went all the way to Yan'an, headquarters of the 8th Route Army. The army lacked resources back then, with radio communication being in dire need. As an expert in this field, Lindsay played a major part in making a breakthrough of radio technologies in Yan'an. For instance, the army's telegraph code assigned sets of numbers to each Chinese character, and any mistake could completely change the meaning of a whole phrase. Lindsay revolutionized the system by teaching the troops how to send telegrams in English, since a wrong letter had a much lesser chance of affecting people's understanding of the overall meaning. With efforts from Lindsay and others like him, the Japanese invaders could hardly decipher telegrams of the 8th Route Army during the war. Lindsay also designed a type of radio antenna that broke the blockade imposed by the enemy and helped deliver the very first English dispatch from Yan'an to the world. Lindsay lived in China for about 8 years. He married a Chinese woman and had 2 children. As he once lived in Beijing, people named a path on the outskirts of Beijing after him. It was on this path that he smuggled telegraph equipment and medical supplies to the 8th Route Army. Today, the path has become a popular hiking trail.